Imagine a world where Tony Stark and Doctor Doom switch lives, but not by chance, by design. Two of Marvel's most iconic minds entangled in a twisted tale of power, betrayal, and identity. Welcome to the comic era, where today we explore the storyline of Iron Man Demon in an Armor. Let's dive in. Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom, geniuses born from completely different worlds. In this alternate timeline, their paths cross as college roommates. Tony is the wealthy, brash, and cocky playboy, while Doom is the introverted genius from war-torn Latveria. They're dynamic, oil and water. Doom doesn't understand Tony's rock and roll lifestyle, and Tony thinks Doom's old-world European flair is stuck in the past. But here's where things get interesting. Tony fixes one of Doom's experiments, a scientific breakthrough, by sheer chance. Doom, impressed yet jealous, makes a proposal. Victor invites Tony to help him with a special project, which Tony agrees to. What Tony doesn't know is that it's a trap. Doom has built a mind-swapping device designed to exchange their minds. Tony's genius with Doom's power. At first, Tony is unaware of the trap he's walking into, but once the switch happens, things take a dark turn. Doom isn't interested in working with Tony. He wants to be Tony, to control his wealth, his fame, and his tech. Tony, now trapped in Doom's body, is sent to Latveria, with no access to the comforts of Stark life. Doom, now in Tony's body, takes over Stark International. It's not just a role reversal, it's a power grab. Tony, on the other hand, has to survive in Doom's harsh, militarized world. Tony is nothing if not resourceful. While Doom uses Stark's wealth to solidify his control over the world, Tony starts from scratch, working tirelessly to make a name for himself in Latveria. Meanwhile, Doom relishes his new life. At first he's successful, running Stark Industries like a well-oiled machine, creating weapons and expanding his reach. But his ego and desire for more power get the best of him. Doom starts designing not just tech, but weapons of mass destruction. With Tony's intellect at his disposal, Doom builds an army, unlike anything the world has seen. While Tony struggles in Latveria, Doom's ambitions grow darker, but his newfound empire doesn't come without consequences. Tony doesn't back down. From his new base in Latveria, he begins working on a way to turn the tide. He builds a new suit of armor, using his wits and Doom's technological knowledge. But here's the twist. Tony doesn't just copy Doom's tech. He takes it further, using his ingenuity to make the armor uniquely his, blending his style with the precision Doom would never dare to use. Tony becomes a symbol of rebellion, not just against Doom, but against the powers that imprison him. Back in Stark's world, Doom is unstoppable. He begins using Tony's armor designs to create his own version of the Iron Man suit, but with his twisted ambitions. Doom calls it the Iron Doom armor, a massive upgrade that's far more dangerous than anything Tony could have imagined. Doom goes on a rampage trying to crush any remaining opposition to his rule. Meanwhile, Tony, with his new armor, begins to plan his own escape. It's a game of tech versus tech, but it's also a battle of egos. As Tony gains ground in Latveria, Doom's mind starts to unravel. His control over Stark Industries grows more ruthless, and his obsession with Stark's genius leads to more erratic decisions. Tony, in Doom's body, is playing a long game. He starts planting seeds of rebellion, freeing the oppressed citizens of Latveria, and using his knowledge of Doom's designs to sabotage his enemies from within. But the real showdown comes when Doom, fully suited in his Iron Doom armor, faces off against Tony in the same battle-scarred landscape. The clash between Tony and Doom is nothing short of legendary. The two use every trick, every ounce of their genius to outmaneuver each other. Tony, still trapped in Doom's body, fights with everything he's learned, using his knowledge of Stark tech and Doom's tactics. But Doom, now in Stark's body and wearing the Iron Doom armor, is a fearsome foe. The battle not just of strength, but of intellect. Who will outsmart who? In the end, Tony, using his knowledge of both Doom's and his own technology, manages to outwit Doom. But here's the kicker. Tony doesn't want to go back to Stark's life. Doom may have taken his body, But he couldn't take Tony's resilience, his will to make the world a better place. So, Tony makes a shocking choice. He stays in Latveria, choosing to rebuild under his own identity rather than go back to the man who betrayed him. It's a choice that will haunt Doom for the rest of his days. This story flips the script on everything we know about these characters. It shows us that power without purpose is empty, and resilience can thrive even in the darkest moments. What do you think? Could Tony have outsmarted Doom in any other way? Would Doom ever be able to fully control Stark's empire? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to The Comic Era for more storylines about Marvel Universe. See you in the next video.